interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. We are so honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will help you better understand these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
natural wonder, and a 4-year-old male named Makani and a 2-year-old female named Amaya will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowholes are perfectly designed for catching a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It appears as though the eye would be within that white oval eye spot, but that's a visual distraction. They're really in that black area near the corner of the mouth, hidden from their prey. The fin on the back of the whale is called the dorsal fin. It's used for stability while swimming, as well as to help regulate their body temperature. The flippers on the sides of the body are called pectoral flippers. They're used primarily for steering and stopping. Inside the flipper are 5 bony digits, just like the human dam. Now the lobes on either side of their tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, as fast as some of our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female, though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod, and calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a part of their communication. They'll use pectoral slaps to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. When they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Tail fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild.
together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Orchid is going to show you that same behavior and movement right in front of you.
Thank you so much for today. Let's go back up.
Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals right into the water. Nakai is showing you the same wave-making technique, demonstrating one of many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Alright, now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't really imagine the amount of water that's displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I've got two brave young ladies down here. They're going to help me show you the power of the waves made by the whales. Alright, you know what you signed up for, right? Have a seat on the blue step. That's your iceberg. Your only goal is to make sure you don't get washed off the iceberg like that seal did. Alright? Okay, lean back against the glass. Get comfortable. Alright, Mike has sent Orchid, a 28-year-old female who weighs 6,400 pounds, on a fast swim. So she's going to be cruising by about 20 miles an hour. Okay, girls, here she comes. Hold on tight. Don't get washed into the water. Alright, you guys didn't get wet, so stay there. Alright, we're going to send a different behavior with Orchid. Usually she gets you wet. It's okay. Alright, here she comes. I'm going to use this target to let her know where we want her to splash. Alright, this isn't a fast swim, but it'll let you know how much power their tail has. Girls, go ahead and stand up. It's all over. Stand up. Go ahead and stand up for me, okay? Alright. For helping us out today, we have these tail fluke keepsakes here. Remember the power of the whale. Have a great day. Because killer whales live in every part of the ocean, they eat all types of prey, including other whales. That blue whale is 5 times longer, 50 times heavier than the orcas. So how does a whale that size eat a whale that size in the wild? Well, it's possible because they are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast at the surface and breaks briefly out of the water. You'll see them do this when catching a ride in the wake of a ship or surfing through a wave. Orcas like to be touched, and they'll rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We'll often see our whales rubbing their bellies intermittently throughout the day, just like whales in British Columbia would. Now you'll also see whales imitating each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. We can even take a breast sample from their blowhole. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the relationships that we have built together day after day here at SeaWorld. Ladies and gentlemen, interacting with Autumn is Keet. Keet was born February 2nd, 1993, so he is now 24 years old. He is 18 feet long and he weighs 8,300 pounds. Keet's got a very gentle personality. He's very laid back and just enjoys spending quiet time with his behaviourists like Autumn. But see, he really likes it when he gets a rub down on his flipper as well as his dorsal fin. We challenge the whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and play helps keep them in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
you so much for joining us today at Orca Encounter. We hope you gain a greater appreciation for these amazing animals.